welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a Tuesday. Barnes, Tony, once again, what's going on, brother?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here, dude. Nice little Tuesday here. Last time we'll be seeing you for a week, man.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
You know? But hopefully we'll get a good send-off here, good show.
Of course. And then later tonight, good Yankee win, just to kind of cap things off. But we will, we will get to that in a little bit.
What's your Yankee watch time looking like on a trip like this?
What do you mean? Like, how much am I watching the game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For the next week. Like, are you just on the phone, kind of checking in?
Yeah, checking in on the phone.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, too, like, I'm trying to think of this. Well, I'm thinking Thursday, Friday, and then so really there's 3 night games, but it's like at 4 o'clock. So it's like a lot of times actually it works out well where I can catch some of it in the room as we're getting ready for dinner.
Okay, there we go.
Because usually we eat a little earlier, given the time difference.
Yes, of course, dude.
So yeah, definitely pumped, sure. And then it'll be crazy Ohio State, Texas, as well. When I get back. So just a lot going on.
A slew, as you would say.
A slew, and then you guys with the training camp, huh?
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty pumped about that. I really like. Shout out to Josh. I forget his last name. Doesn't really matter though. Great guy. We saw him at the Beach Bash. Obviously, big Yankee fan, big sports fan in general. Obviously, and to be nice enough to give us some of these tickets for Matt, Mike, and I to go to the Jets Giants joint practice tomorrow. If you guys didn't know, no show tomorrow morning because we'll be there. So haha. But it's gonna be pretty dope, dude. I'm really excited to see.
You're not gonna go
I'm
live?
probably not allowed to. I would imagine, right? Like, there's no way they allow.
No, not like. But I feel like
you
could go like a little like just live stream real quick.
Yeah, like on the phone, like just real quick sort of deal. Yeah, maybe we'll see. I am really curious to see like what type of what's the vibe like.
Well, you know what would be a good idea. I know I'm just like making orders for something that I'm not even gonna be there for. But you could do like a live, like right outside the stadium, like a little like. Short,
we're gonna do a little something.
Oh, so you okay? So there is.
But
something.
it's something.
But we're live.
Are we live right now, dude? I mean, it'd be dope just to bring the equipment and do the show there. Like, that'd be awesome. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if getting past security with that.
Yeah,
dude.
probably not. Probably not. But yeah, like we said, there's a lot to talk about, but. Tons of comments if we want to start there.
Yeah. Oh, wow, dude. A ton of them is right, dude. We have John Pollock early and often here. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone has a great day. Also, this podcast, best thing on YouTube today. You know it.
Appreciate you, brother.
And then we have Anthony Materiello saying, let's go Mets. Big game today. Absolutely right, buddy. John Pollock, who the Tigers get hot, watch out. I mean, really, he says Houston 10-0, talking mad smack. He says the Twins gave us more of a challenge. And then Yerny in the house. What's up, dude? Matthew Gabriel with a let's go of his own, dude. I know he's pumped for the practice. John Pollock hyped for Erndini. And then let's see. Erndini says, let's freaking go Yankees. Big Wednesday. Yankee baseball is back, dude. Brian was just saying before the show how odd it is. Both teams off. What do we do with yourself, dude? Ernie says DTV the GOATs. Appreciate that. John Pollock with an all hail Erdini. Watch out with that one, John Pollock, dude. Josh B in the house saying what's up, dude. John Pollock obviously hyped to see Lord Scooble tonight. I don't know if he's gonna be at the game or if he's just watching what the deal is, but either or.
I'm thinking it's sure, like more just he's pumped to watch his ace.
Yeah, watching them start. Yeah, definitely. And then Donna Lee with a good morning all.
Oh, there she
we
is.
Go. Donna Lee
Out of the
pool
pool
day yesterday.
Yeah,
we saw.
She's been swimming, it feels like, for a week.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it must be real tan.
Yeah, dude. Ernie with the egg flip, he says. I don't know if he's saying he's doing an egg flip. If he did an egg flip, what the hell, dude? Josh Fields, Josh B on the ball, dude. Josh F, dude. Big shout out to him. No relation to Justin Fields. We'll be meeting him there mañana, says Michael Theophil. He's in the house, dude. Saying what's up to John Pollock and Ernie. And then Donald Lee getting a good chuckle out of the pool comments, dude.
There we go.
And then Ernie says the 4-egg flip from this weekend, dude.
Yeah, well, because remember he texted us.
Oh, that's right. He did, dude. Yeah, very impressive stuff. Very impressive. 4 eggs, dude. Nothing to sneeze at.
No.
That's not easy.
No, the flip was never easy for me. You're just not, I don't know, the clean flip, I guess, the pan. And what do you use to, you butter the base or cooking spray or?
Yeah, dude, I guess, yeah, I use
Girl.
butter for the most part.
Butter,
Yeah,
okay.
sometimes I use oil in there, but it depends.
Yeah. But yeah, like we said, a lot to get to. And by the way, Fish Boy says, I like the gray hat barns. Thank you. Better than the other comment that I got. That what was it? Like saying so, what type of knockoff is that? Or
Yeah, it
something?
was the spring training hat you have, right?
No, it was, that another time, but then this
Yeah.
one too. And it's like,
Oh,
this
it was
is a
on that
new
one.
era hat
Oh, stop
from
it, dude.
Lids.
Stop it,
No, it's
dude,
like, what
yeah.
are we talking
Like, what are we talking
about?
about, dude?
But
Same gray as the LA Barnaby polo, dude.
Exactly. So, Ernie's saying always butter, salted, to be
Salted
exact.
butter.
You know what's interesting? I don't know if we ever talked about this. I think it's just because that's how I grew up having it. Like everybody else, salt and pepper, eggs, always liked no salt and pepper with the eggs.
That's wild, dude. So what do
Like
you
it-
just plain?
Plain, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just what I'm used to. I don't know, a lot of like I guess I could do like a little bit, but it's so like I don't want a lot. Like I don't want to be tasting a lot of that. Like
So
just
have
the
you-
slightest hint.
But you've tried it since, like you.
Yeah,
were a
but
kid,
the plain is better for me. It's like almost you with the plain cheese, honestly.
That's even worse, Brian. Wait, so I understand though. But when you get eggs out, like they definitely put salt and pepper on
I
it,
guess
right?
though maybe it's in a
Just
moderate
not-
amount
yeah,
because I feel
yeah.
like when I've tried to do it, it's too much. That's
yeah,
all.
maybe.
And then Fishboy says everything better with butter, and
That's
then
a
Ernie
fact.
back to his super caucastic behavior. And it's good that Ernie's here as well as Josh. And I was telling you this before the show.
Mm-hmm.
JD was back yesterday, and it was crazy because we had such a good podcast yesterday afternoon. And I guess for whatever reason, he records it from Instagram and then to Discord. It will like the Bluetooth only recorded him, not all of us, because it's a shame because it was like a great conversation. But what I was getting at
Sounds kinda
is we
fishy.
got all on the same page at first. Like I'm not kidding,
Yeah.
like nothing crazy. Like nobody was about to go throw bows or anything. But there's a little animosity, kind of call outs type of thing. And but let's just say no more talk of the quarter pounder price, and we're all on the same page. It was basically like coming together where it was just like I think they thought that I was saying like, oh yeah, we're the best team in the league. Like we should win the World Series. Like which obviously I wasn't saying. And then on their end, to me, it seemed like they're saying like, let's just call the season right now and not even watch. It's over. And we all came to like a realistic conclusion. Like we're all expecting them to make the playoffs. The division will be tough. But
Right.
they have an opportunity, and we're talking about I think there's 38 games left. So a 24-14 stretch, I believe. Would get them to 91 wins, which would probably be the top wild card, which they're tied for now, thanks to the help from the Mariners and the Red Sox yesterday. So, yeah, all good on that front. So it was good to kind of just, get that situated.
Yeah. Thank God for that, dude. So misunderstanding on both parts, it seems.
Both parts, yes.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
That happens.
Absolutely.
It happens.
But, yeah, so it was good to, sort that all out. Yeah, so that's really where we're at. And I'm just thinking, since we're not going to be here tomorrow, just so we could do it. I mean, should we do just a quick prediction tour championship? Because it starts Thursday.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'd be down with that.
I feel like you're going to go chalk.
Come on, really? I mean, it's hard not to, dude, right?
I'm going to definitely say something different. It doesn't mean that it's going to be right, but it's too easy to go with Scotty. Almost, I guess we could say, let's do our non-Scotty. Because I think we both would agree, like, especially if it was like our cash on the line, everything the same. I mean, it's not, we're not blinking. It's Scotty, right or no?
Almost every time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
yeah,
is going to
yeah,
be a
for sure, dude.
non-Scotty prediction.
Non-Scotty pick.
Tour Championship, East Lake tomorrow. What are you thinking?
I guess give me the guy who lost to Scotty last week. Why not, dude? Let's go to Bob McIntyre.
A little pissed off, the accent,
yeah,
the British
dude.
temper flaring.
Definitely a little
Or he's Scottish,
standoffish. Just Scottish, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you probably shouldn't really mix up the two, I guess,
Yeah.
historically. It doesn't really matter, though. Honestly, like I said it before, too, on Monday, yesterday, how bad I felt here for Rob McIntyre. I mean, he just played such great golf, dude. I mean, some of the putts he was making were just absolutely outstanding. But like we said before, Scotty is just inevitable, it seems. So I think this is the time where a little revenge spot here for McIntyre. And I guess, I mean, I'm say, boy, dude, I guess some pretty high numbers, huh, to win these tournaments. Huh? It looks like Victor Hovland.
No, but remember the starting
Oh,
stroke.
the start. That's right, dude. But there isn't this year.
Yeah.
Interesting, dude. All right, cool. Yeah. I say, I'm gonna say McIntyre wins this one. I'm gonna say somewhere around 19 under.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess, yeah, for me, I'm gonna just go. I know it's probably not gonna happen because something always comes in the way, but give me Fleetwood. I think, it
Wow.
would be fine. Like, imagine he's gonna be sobbing if he ends up winning the tour championship.
Yes,
to finally get a PGA Tour
Absolutely.
win. But yeah, and I would say if he wins, let's say 17 under.
All right, 17 under, pretty solid, dude. How much golf do you think he'll be watching? Probably none, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe just a quick check, that type of thing. But that's all right. I mean, I'm watching stuff enough, so whatever I'm able to consume, I'm able to consume.
John Pollock with the Maverick McNeely prediction,
Interesting.
18
Okay.
under, he says.
It'll be interesting to see those guys kind of outside of the top 6 too on the Ryder Cup, how they play. Somebody like Keegan Bradley, what if he wins? Then maybe he's back in the conversation to pick himself. We'll see, but that's a good pick there by Fishboy. But that being said, let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
Pujols hits one in the air. It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it. Yeah. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeouts.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. But kind of an interesting night, with the Yankees and the Mets off.
Very
But
interesting.
Standing-wise, we did have some results that changed things a little bit here. When you're talking about the Yankees here, the Blue Jays losing to the Pirates. We talked about Skeens. He pitched well. I think it was 6 innings, 2 earned, so that they do beat the Blue Jays there. And it's kind of crazy. They have flipped records: 53-73 for the Pirates, 73-53 for the Blue Jays. But even though Skeens doesn't usually get run support, the team is so bad. So I mean, that's usually a game where it's like, oh, Skeens is on the hill. They actually have a chance. All the other games, it feels like they're Fade City. And then the Orioles beating the Red Sox 6-3. That was a surprise for me. But Trevor Rogers, who had come over for Kyle Stowers, a lot of talk about how, the Orioles got beat on that trade. Rogers wasn't good last year, but has been pitching great this year, a 1.41 ERA. Outdueling Dustin May, who again had his second consecutive solid start here. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, allowed 8 hits. But I think that was a good move on their part, kind of taking a flyer. But Rogers, has been great this year. Do you remember him much from pitching against the Mets at all, or?
No, not really, to be honest.
Was once a highly touted prospect, had some arm injury. But you look at this, Tony. His last 5 starts, he's given up 4 runs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he dialed the hell in. So we'll see if that ends up paying dividends. Obviously, we know Stowers has been hitting home runs, seems like every night for the Marlins. But, so that obviously helps out the Yankees as well with that Boston series on the horizon, like we talked about yesterday.
And then also, I feel like there was one other result, or was that it? The Mariners, right?
They lost to the Phillies.
Oh, that was it. Okay,
Yeah.
because I was thinking that was affecting the Mets, but yeah, the Mariners.
Well, kind of does.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah.
saying, but I forgot about the Mariners end. But yeah, so they lose. So like I said, three-way tie. It's just kind of crazy. Like, like we were kind of already talking about, and like I said, I talked with everyone yesterday. This is kind of like a reset right now. Like this is like back to square one. Who's gonna come out on top? I mean, it's gonna be an exciting last month and maybe 5 weeks, I guess, of the season here.
Fascinating.
I think this is gonna really though. I think it's really gonna come down to the wire. No.
Yeah, I do think so. I think for both leagues, for both of our teams, and not even just for both of our teams, really, but a lot of teams are in the wild card race. Obviously, it's going to be really tight, dude. And even to like what John Pollock is saying, like Rockies beating the Dodgers last night. Those are games that you're seeing now that are going to create that that type of what's what I'm looking for.
Drama.
Let's use drama, dude. Sure, dude. Drama.
And then what do you think about what Ernie says? Tony, I asked a question and got jumped. Maybe you can answer. Do you think this series win sparks a Mets run?
What does it mean by got jumped? Like he got like
maybe yesterday with Kev. Me and Kev got into a little shouting match.
Do you think the
yesterday.
series win sparks a Mets run? I mean, I do feel like, listen, I'm always that guy, especially to be like, oh, like what really looking at like what is really sparking the run here?
The run,
dude, like the Baker run. I would say that this series more than any other one, honestly, it does feel like it could spark a run. I mean, obviously it's a series against the Braves, which is always good. And then on top of that, dude, it's like, you had series against Seattle, and you had a start in McLean that I think really sparked a lot in the team, dude. I think I saw that on Saturday. Like it was quite evident, seeing that young guy come in, obviously highly touted, and to pitch really well against a good Mariners lineup. I think that spoke a lot to the team, and obviously the explosion of runs is awesome. I think the Alvarez injury I think does kind of maybe damper some of the mood.
Is he on the IL?
No. Last I checked, still awaiting MRI sort of deal. I guess I haven't looked this morning. I haven't had a chance to, but I think coming into this game tonight, I mean, it's again, to speak of like going on the run, it just kind of sets you up after Seattle. Now you have Washington here. Peterson, historically good against Washington, good against Washington this year specifically as well. So, I mean, you feel like you're at good pitching odds right now. And I just feel like, like those bats getting red hot, seeing Lindor sort of go back to back this past weekend. I mean, I think that, a lot of these bats are going to remain hot and they could go on this run. So I feel pretty positive about that. It's just, I guess it's a matter, honestly, for me, if the bullpen can kind of hold it down. And we saw Friday the loss against the Mariners. I mean, that was definitely a little bit of a bullpen problem, as we've been seeing recently. So, I mean, I don't think it's crazy to think that they are going to go on a run. I mean, obviously, you could argue not so. I don't know why you would be getting jumped for asking a question like this. I mean,
bro, no, that's really what it.
What? Yeah.
No, I don't know.
You don't know,
I'm
but
not trying to think. I feel like Ernie actually.
I mean,
he was in there yesterday.
I would like the Mets to go on a run. Like, let's fuck. Like, why
back
not?
And forth
Dude?
with Kev, but I think I said something in like of course, like it just like anything, like just pitching or something talking to the Yankees, and I was like, bro, like what about your pitch? And he just like absolutely lost his mind, and then he said something about how I sound ridiculous, and then I said, well, you sound like you smoked a pound of cigs or something. He's like, so what?
I can take it.
There we
I guess
go.
that's what he was saying. But you know what? It just listen. I mean, you can't dish it out if you can't take it.
Right.
And I know he says he can, but I definitely question that.
And I feel like now's the time for the run. I mean, I don't understand like why.
Yeah.
Like it can be now. I think I know you're like, oh wow, the Nationals, like this just seems like a type of series where you just fucking blow it, dude. Well, you can't really think like that, And I don't think the Mets are thinking like that.
No.
And I don't know. I think there's just a lot of good things on the horizon right now, especially offensively, dude. I feel like there's going to be offensive explosion, especially against this series against the Nationals. And then hopefully that will lead to a good September, good times rolling, wild card. I mean, division. I mean, I know it's 5.5 games.
Parallels.
I think you're back. Like, you never know, dude. I know the Phillies, they won last night against Seattle. The big response, 12 runs. They have a great team. It's going to be a lot of work. But, like we said yesterday, dude, one game at a time, one victory at a time. All of a sudden, you find yourself tied for the division, and there's a big important game at the end of September. So let's go.
Is the game on the 1st of September a big one though? Because John Pollock says he can't wait for September 1st. Tigers hosting the
Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going down, dude. It's over. Like I don't even think like shouldn't you? Don't even like just
that'll be a big one though.
take that weekend off, dude.
That's gonna be
It's gonna be huge. I'm not sure what the pitching matchups are, but I feel pretty good, John.
And then I think this is my mom on my dad's phone, but it's under my dad's account saying, "Hi guys, listening in from Aruba."
That must be nice.
Yeah, so they're really enjoying themselves. They've been staying over on Eagle Beach, I think it's Eagle Beach in Aruba, the La Cabana. Not to be confused with La Fontana. And then they're trying out the Hilton, which I've had dinner at the last 3 nights, so something different. And then she asked, "Do you think Jeter and Rodriguez is really talking about the status of the team?" Oh, well, I don't know. I think, you know what it is? There's always all these like articles on Facebook, and they always get confused, like what's real, what's not. Which I always tell them, just assume if it's some Facebook story, read for more information. Like it's not true, but
unless I tell you, man.
On the Fox set, though, I mean, they have talked about like stuff that they need to do better. So I think they have offered, just saying about, having fundamentals, kind of taking things seriously. And just being better situational. So I think that is the rare time where it is true.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously 5 out of 6, but here we are, 6 division games. What's your record going to be? Obviously, you're hoping for a 4-2 spot. So get it done.
That's right.
So we'll have to see what happens, but definitely, a big game at George M. Steinbrenner Field tonight.
Big game.
And then Derpy says ESPN was watchable again last night. Eisen did SportsCenter last night after 22 years with the old school logos and music. If you missed it, I
did see that.
The highlight.
Yeah, I saw the
Eisen's
highlights.
a legend.
Yeah, obviously.
Running the 40.
Old school
at the
logos.
combine.
Don't you think it's kind of like do you think ESPN's like, oh man, like it was like they're kind of like waving a white flag almost, like oh, like we were better then?
No, I don't think it's that. I think because he has a partnership, I think they televise his show now. Or it's on ESPN Plus or something, so that's why.
Okay.
The only reason why. But
the whole throwback thing, the old school
they
music.
never wanted any of those guys to leave.
Right.
It's just like a contractual thing. But now you have different partnerships, and guys are able to contribute, and it makes things easier. So, and I have to say, kudos to Derpy. I think one of the first times ever has not commented on my Yankee attire. Usually there's some type of dig.
That's true.
And do we know who they are or no?
I don't think so.
But I think they've been around for a while.
Yeah,
took
yeah.
a hiatus, came back.
The hiatus.
The
dude.
Michael Butka burner.
Yeah. Maybe we met them before at some point, but I honestly I can't remember.
Yeah, but it just seems like a name that's been lingering.
Oh yeah,
for a
definitely.
while.
He's no stranger to these chats.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
And then how about last night? Just taking a look at these games here. It was like it was opening day all over again, or opening week, excuse me. Nestor Cortez, 4 home runs allowed in the first inning, all solos to the San Francisco Giants. Or no, 3 home runs, 4 earned runs. It's interesting because sometimes he pitches so well, but do you think it's just like his fastball, like if it's just right over the middle of the plate, I mean, it's batting practice. That's the problem.
Clearly.
Freddie Freeman, how are you? The cutter.
Yeah.
It's crazy though how good he was for a while. But you think he just doesn't have the sharpness since he got injured? Because I mean, that must have made him so well. And he used to go the Louis Tion 3/4.
I just feel like since the injury, yes, the sharpness is down, location is down. His stuff just isn't as good. It seems it's not as effective. And I mean, I don't know. He also just seems like the type of pitcher, like when he's not effective, like, I mean, you don't see a shimmy, you don't see the confidence, you don't see the swag he had, like pitching, dude. And that obviously that also affects, how you're pitching when you have that type of confidence in the mound and that type of not elusiveness, but way to deceive the batter. Like all that is gone out the window if you're not locating these pitches. If you don't have the break that you normally do, and unfortunately, he just hasn't had that, dude. So it's just ineffective.
You know what he does seem like to me, though, and I know you're going to be tight, but the Stearns Reclamation Project in the offseason. Minimum deal.
I mean, I wouldn't
If it was
hate
a
it.
minor league deal, you definitely wouldn't hate it.
No, yeah, definitely not.
But if you're giving him 10 to 15 million, then
yeah, it's different.
Cortez or Montas, though.
Cortez probably.
Yeah,
to be
right,
honest,
which is crazy though, because obviously didn't pitch well. Barely pitched this year, but he settled down after that 4-run first inning. Actually threw 4 2/3 scoreless after that.
Yeah,
but it
coming
just like, oh man. And then let's see here. Then I've been tuning in for sports every morning. Derby says, and also Pollock said, "Damn it, us beating Houston is helping Seattle," which is true. And then Derby also says, "I'm surprised the Power Rangers gang on this channel isn't playing Fortnite since Power Rangers are in it."
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means. But Ernie says, "Mets don't make the playoffs. Yankees can do. And Yankees do. Yankee fans go off. LMAO, at least on Soto, who said we wouldn't be competitive at all." I mean, anything's fair game out to the season.
Yeah, and nothing's gonna really stop Yankee fans anyway. So,
but I think honestly, like just looking at it, level-headed here. I mean, it would work the same either way. I mean, I'm sure something would be said if one team makes the playoffs and one doesn't.
Oh,
I mean, that's just natural. And
yeah, obviously,
not facetious.
No.
Do you think Kev Duke can take it at that point though? He's gonna say, "Oh, bullshit, the division" or something. He definitely will say that if it did happen that way.
I guess
there would be an excuse. It would never be like, "Oh, you guys got us." Like he wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I know. No, I guess not. The division argument doesn't really take place this year, though. I don't think because I mean, obviously Toronto's good.
Yeah, exactly. Or the National League, whatever. But I think the American League is also, as the season progresses, been looked at differently. Like, there's not that many. There's actually like a good amount of teams now. Like,
yeah,
the Astros are a threat.
Astros are a threat, dude.
The Tigers
Blue Jays,
are a threat.
Tigers,
Yankees, Red Sox.
Obviously always a threat.
Seattle
even too, dude. So
Texas
it's
on
different.
the heels.
Yes, dude. Heel.
So it's turned out. That's why you just don't know. When you're looking at stuff in the beginning of the year, things change. At the drop of a hat. That's for sure. So what's your thoughts here on this upcoming series with the Nationals, with the Mets?
So, again, I'm trying to remain positive here. I mean, I do think that the Mets are in good standing right now to, like I said, go on that run. The offense, yes, we'll talk about it. But I mean, not for nothing, you're starting this series off with your ace in the mound. I know Peterson, some blemishes in his recent starts, but his best start of the year was June 11th against the Nationals, full game shutout. That was his one start against the Nationals, his best start of the season. Yes, it was at home, so you want to take that into account because I think his ERA at home is like a 2.5. ERA on the road is like a 3.77, I believe. But still, I mean, you'd imagine obviously not a full game shutout, but a quality start here. His career against the Nationals is pretty good. 64 2/3 innings pitched. He has a 2.64 ERA. So, and that's over 13 games. And I think there's 11 starts in there, 13 games. So, a good amount of looks here against the Nationals, both obviously at home on the road. So, it's a lineup he knows, it's a team he knows, it's a ballpark he knows. I would imagine he's throwing out a solid start. I would think the bullpen could also relieve, close the game here. I honestly would like to see maybe if Peterson goes long, 7 innings, let's say, maybe like a Garrett or a Soto in the 8th, and then try and let Helsley close the game out, maybe see how that's going to feel. I know, Sunday, I think it was Sunday, right? Comes into the 7th too, solid outing, whatever. He looks
first
good.
Scoreless appearance in 5.
In 5, yeah. So, I mean, I know Helsley maybe looks like he's on the uptick. Maybe you don't want to move him, but I would be interested to see if he does come out 9th, close it out, see what he can do, especially if it's not really a close game. I don't know. I would imagine it's still the same routine for him if he goes in the 9th or the 7th. If it's
but he doesn't know what his role is though. Rick was I think it was Rick that was making fun of him the other day. It's or just relievers in general. Right. I don't know my role, or maybe it was the fan. But regardless, they're just saying oh, well, you're complaining that you want to close, not that you don't know what your role is.
Right, exactly.
What do you make? I know pitchers are creepy to have it, but do you think it's a little like dramatic about, they make such a big deal about when they're entering a game and how they'll pitch differently if the game's in line or not? It's like, how could you not go into each game with the same mentality? Like, what do you want to give up runs? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I kind of agree, dude. To an extent, I feel like that if you're a closer, you should be able to pitch in any situation.
Right.
Doesn't matter what inning, who's on, score. Like, closing is the highest pressure, arguably the highest leverage pressure situation you could get as a pitcher, I guess. Again, arguably circumstantial, whatever. But that's what they're supposed to go in there, 1-run league, last out. It's like you're there, you're the guy.
This is the guy.
This is the guy. I could see, maybe relievers who are, used to going maybe even multiple innings or just like a setup guy. I can see that. Maybe your transition to a closer is a little tough. But if you're Helsley, like I said, you should be able to be put in any spot and you're going to pitch you know exactly what to do. It's against the batter who's in front of you. You're pitching to him. You're pitching to the best of your ability, and that's it. There shouldn't be a question over what's your role. Your role is to get 3 outs in the inning. Like that's your role. So I do think it is kind of maybe a little dramatic to go, like I get it. Like every player, including, when we played sports, like you have a routine to get yourself ready. Disrupt the routine, that's fine. Well, that's not fine maybe, but you're a professional ball player, and I would imagine the routine going to the 7th or the 8th or the 6th or whatever should be relatively the same for the pitcher, right? I mean, you're in the bullpen, you're warming up, like you're getting called, like like as long as your manager's like, hey, I may put you in the 7th, like you should be just anticipating that and getting yourself ready. Like that type of shit happens. So like, yeah, it's your job to figure it out. Like, it shouldn't be an excuse.
Yeah. And I mean, the only thing I would say is like maybe like you're pitching and you're up 6 or something in the 9th inning, and it's like just want to make sure you don't walk somebody. But it's like if you're on your team and walking, obviously your control's not good. But I mean, that's the only thing I could really look at. But to me, it seems like you should be mentally strong enough to pitch whenever you're called upon.
Right. Especially again, like if you're Helsley, you're Diaz, even like if you're throwing gas, like.
Yeah.
Like you're not trying to
play.
That's it, dude.
Any inning.
Yeah, like that's it. That is it.
So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts, on that. And then a few more here. Ernie says it'll be the AL week, LMAO, talking about Kev Dew and his nonsense. And then Derpy says there's a guy with a nice hat and a mustache, and there's someone with terrible personality. Speaking with many unpleasant sport takes, LOL, I had to. I miss the old school baseball. After the pitching clock, the stupid generation that cried about putting in the game. Interesting. So I hate the ghost runner. The pitching clock, I don't necessarily hate. What I would say is, could they have given him maybe 2 or 3 more seconds extra? Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily hate the pitch clock. It's the ghost runner for me.
No, yeah, I agree. Ghost runner way worse. I don't know, dude. I mean, the pitch clock, I could see, honestly, like for TV, for sitting at home and watching the game, it's better.
At the game, they're kind of rushed.
At the
Especially if
game,
you're hammered.
Definitely right. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa, 7th inning. Like, what the hell happened, dude?
You just had your 3rd bucket of cookies.
Yeah.
And they're doing the national anthem. Or no, whatever. This, what do they play? The Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner.
Or Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Take me out to the ball game, dude. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I don't think either is going to change anytime soon.
No.
No way.
Fishboy says, LOL, Mets by 6 tonight. And then Matthew, good to have him here. He says,
John
that
Pollock.
is it, Tony. Tony, tomorrow running on the field. I'm sure I'll have a full workout, stretching, running.
Yes,
maybe you guys can get into that weight room over there at Florham Park.
Maybe Matthew will impersonate one of the trainers and start his own, workout with the team.
Exactly.
Dude.
No, this could be good networking for him.
Honestly, we should go to Dick's, get himself like a Jets polo
Whistle.
or something, dude. Yeah, and a whistle, dude. Yeah,
visor, the visor,
dude. Oh, my God.
And then also Fishboy had said, "LOL, Mets by 6 tonight."
Let's go.
And commenting that your mustache is looking good today.
Thank you,
some
John.
compliments in the air.
There we go.
What I was going to ask about, I was just thinking about this commissioner rule changes. They were talking about it on actually Babchick this morning.
Wow.
Of course, they had an hour. Like, just so ridiculous. This is why I don't always listen to the show, and obviously, I don't think we have Babs tuning in right now, but if we did, love you, buddy. But just one thing is like, when I'm in the car, I want to listen to sports. They spent an hour talking about some caller who called in saying he's in an open marriage and like just talking about the whole thing
Really?
and how Babs said his wife said she would have an open marriage, but that the problem would be no one would want to
Like,
hook
sleep
up
with
with
him?
him.
Yeah.
This whole thing,
It's actually
like on
kinda
and on
funny.
and on. So that was just kind of funny. But they did mention the commissioner thing, and then of course Babs was like, "Oh yeah, tradition." Like I guess I wouldn't really care, but like just changing the divisions. I don't know. I don't like it. And I guess supposedly expansion is imminent. I think Buster was on with Dan and Rick this morning saying that I guess Nashville and Salt Lake are most likely the two expansion cities, but then expansion draft, harder to win a championship, and then talking about how he wants to like geographically align things. So like the Angels, the Dodgers, the Padres are all in the same division, and then maybe the Nationals would be the Pirates. Hate all that. And I hope they don't do that, but I kind of feel like they're going to.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't really read up a lot on this. And it's interesting. Howie Rose tweeted out the other day an article about this. And he was like, Howie Rose, obviously no stranger to some theatrics.
Yeah.
He was saying how, I've been saying this for years. Realignment is going to ruin the league and ruin baseball as we know it, which is pretty strong statement. Yeah. I mean, do you think that that's really going to happen?
Well, I mean, it's just like no one, like it's funny, just going to Matt here. He says, haha, hey, Barnes, will you please rise? Wow, I need the bucket hat and some shades. If baseball does that, I'm out. Just leave it alone. And it's just one of those things. Like, I might say that. He would say that. Actually, I guess I would never say that because that's just not what I do. But it would be very annoying. Like, obviously, I'm still going to be there. But I don't know. I just think it's like somebody would have to be sacrificed, like especially if they and they think they won't do this because they want to keep like big market teams like not all in the same division, but like let's say for instance the Yankees and Mets were in the same division. It's like one of us would have to sacrifice our divisional rivalries. Obviously, you would think they would never touch Yankees Boston, but does that mean that Philly joins us and then everybody? It's just like it's too messy. And then we'll have the Braves. You know what I mean? It's like
that's what I mean. I mean you're. Like you're messing with obviously like tradition. I mean, these rivalries, these divisional rivalries have been like they've been sustained and kind of like over dramatized, I guess. Decades, generations.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about. So it'd be really odd and crazy, I think, to break it up. I forget what I was gonna say something, dude. I feel especially now I feel like how competitive, like to your point, we're keeping big market teams in different divisions. Like, I don't know, I feel like both leagues, all the divisions are incredibly competitive, especially with the way the Brewers are playing, the Cubs, obviously, Detroit. Like, you're seeing these central divisions, like, getting hot,
And I guess the only division, just thinking about it, that maybe hasn't been competitive, at least, I don't know, the last 8 years would be, like, the AL West. And it's like there's playoff teams, but, like, the Astros win every year. But I'm saying they've won 7 out of 8 or something, 8 out of 9 potentially.
Yeah.
Other than that, it seems like it's a very much so rotation, like the East, like with the Braves, the Phillies. Mets haven't won though in a while though, right? The division they've been wild card.
Mm-hmm.
When was it? 2015 or that was a wild card?
2015 they wild card. Yeah.
So
it was wild card.
I wonder when it actually was. 06?
It must have been, right?
Wow. That's actually kind of nuts. But it's like, even the Yankees, like, for instance, like, I think since 2012, I think we just won 2019 last year, and that's a 13-year period.
Yeah.
So, there definitely hasn't been, like, those dominant teams winning the division every single year.
Yeah, no, not at all, dude.
And then also, Fishboy says, I love how it is now. D-Rose thinks you won the division in 2015. Can we get a fact check on that?
We will fact check it right now.
Fishboy how now that and all the team in your division is not that good. Which division is he talking about?
I don't know.
Maybe he's talking about the AL Central. And then Matthew Ryan says, ready for Mets losses. And your mother says, hi, fellas.
Good morning, Mom. And he's right.
It was the 2015.
Yeah, it was 2015.
Okay, gotcha. So 06 and 2015 were the last two.
That sounds better than just 06.
Pat saying,
hey.
And credit to D-Rose there. He did.
There we go.
Hit that one right in the head. But also, I mean, what do you think about? Because obviously we have bad teams in the league right now. Any concern about the watering down of the teams with 2 additional franchises?
Watering down. Interesting. I mean, I guess so.
Because you have to have an expansion draft, I think.
Yeah, you would have to.
And then you're losing because 2 teams, if they come in at the same time.
2?
No, but right? I mean, you're losing. I don't know how they would do that, but I would think actually that it would be so if there's 30 other teams, maybe they would only just but for 2 franchises, so they'd probably be two guys per like a 40-man roster or something would be unprotected.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's still, I don't know, dude. It's gonna be, yeah. I don't know, dude. Like, what the hell is that, dude? Like,
Yeah.
They're just like,
Just move the Rays out, but of course they're stubborn. They're not. Move the Marlins out. Of course they're stubborn. They're not. The A's in Vegas will be good, but yeah, those
A's
are
in
really
Vegas
the
would
two
be great,
teams.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty stoked about that. Actually, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But it is like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's gonna be weird how much change it's gonna cause.
Yeah. So supposedly that wouldn't be till after the collective bargaining agreement, which would be, I think, the negotiations will lead up to the 2027 spring training. Play Pat says we got Tampa tonight, boys, and yeah, let's go Yanks. And Matthew says that's beat, dude.
It does sound beat.
But what do you think that's all about?
I don't know, dude.
Prefer hack?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is,
Matthew
dude.
Ryan.
Yeah, dude. I think he's trying to call in still. We just, we were having a good conversation, so I didn't want to interrupt a good
But I guess
conversation.
we could put him on.
I mean, it's just gonna be a bunch of nonsense. Erroneous reports, dude, about the Mets.
Hey, Tony. That's usually how he starts out.
Oh, Tony.
No, but the Mets, Tony, they're not that good.
No, dude. Hold on, stand by. Let's unmute you now. All right, you're live, Matt.
I didn't like that new report about the divisions. I don't like the new divisions idea.
No.
I don't think many people do. It seems, dude.
No. And Manfred talking about, it would save money on travel and wear and tear on the players.
Get the fuck
and
out
then
of
JT
here.
the Brick, shout out on Mad Dog Sports Radio last night, was losing it, saying that they have full spreads on the plane, private play, all this stuff. Like, it's like they travel so comfortably, it doesn't matter, and it's just the owners being cheap if they're gonna do that.
That's right. That's right, dude.
Yeah, like it's. I saw the divisions that they're posing: Yankees, Phillies, Boston, the two New York teams.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot what
So
other
there's a
team-
third New York team?
No, I said the two New York teams.
No, I'm just kidding because you said Yankees and then you said the two New York teams.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, but yeah, I forgot the other team. But
Braves
that'd
probably.
be
I would
that'd
think
be
either or Toronto, but they might put Toronto in the Central with like Pittsburgh and stuff.
Now we're gonna have to play if that division comes along, we're gonna have to play the Phillies a lot, the Mets a lot, which will be fun.
No, but yeah, no, it's So this is the proposal, Tony.
This is courtesy of CBS Sports here. This is a one possible realignment scenario in which the priority is geography and not maintaining the AL and the NL.
Oh, so there would be no leagues.
No leagues, just
Super
divisions.
Is it still 5 teams per division or no?
No, it's like 4 teams per division.
So more divisions. Or another division.
So there's 8 total divisions here.
So right now there's 6, isn't there? West, East,
6, yeah.
and Central.
Central. So it looks like it would be categorized here by the Northeast Division, which would be Mets, Phillies, Red Sox, Yankees, which is pretty wild. The Great Lakes Division, Blue Jays, Guardians, Pirates, Tigers. North Division, which is Brewers, Cubs, Twins, White Sox. Mid-Atlantic being the Braves, Orioles, Nats, and Reds. Central being the Cards, Rockies, Royals, and then whatever expansion team.
Salt Lake.
Nashville, they're saying, in question mark is what it says here. South Division would be the Stros, Marlins, Rangers, and Rays. Southwest, Angels, D-backs, Dodgers, Padres. Northwest, A's, Giants, Mariners, and then the other expansion
Salt
team.
Lake.
It says Portland in question mark.
Portland would be interesting. I almost am going to Salt Lake. I don't know. I'm almost thinking Portland, even though I've never been there. But it seems like it's more hopping.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Dumb.
It is kind of dumb, dude, and you do seem to be breaking up a lot of rivalries here.
Yeah.
Um,
Could you imagine playing Yankees Mets 13 times?
That's wild, dude.
Oh, I would trash talk, but that's stupid. I would trash talk, but that's so dumb.
And you think it would almost take away from it in a sense because it's. I feel like is there more hype now because it's only most years it's been 4 games. I mean, it was 6 this year, but would that take away? Would it be watered down? Do you guys think?
No.
Same thing.
Yankees probably not.
But I don't know. I just still want to just keep our divisions. Like it's just.
No, I do also.
But I guess then what would be the thought with the
Expansion teams?
Yeah, how do you work them in though? I think you have to. Do
No, you have to.
different
Yeah,
divisions,
you have to because there's
8 and 4, 32.
Yeah.
Nah.
which
I hope
really
they just
sucks,
don't
dude.
do that. I think they should just relocate the Florida franchises.
And to not have an NL and an AL is pretty wild.
Nuts.
Yeah, like that's been a thing. But I just also want to say, go Yankees tonight. Go Yanks.
Let's beat the Rays.
Let's house the Rays, and then let's house the Red Sox, and show the world the real New York team.
What's your prediction on these 6 games? What's our record?
If we're a serious contender, we need to go 4-2 at least.
Yeah, 5-1 would be great.
6-0.
6-0 would be great. But I like sweeping the Rays and then taking 3 out of 4 from Boston. Just as Josh would say, looking at it realistic.
Yeah,
but maybe that's not. I think he would.
He wouldn't say that's realistic
The
enough.
split.
Not good.
Would be realistic. A split. We have to split at least, and we have to sweep the Rays.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, split at least like you'll feel like you're.
But
4-2, you'll feel like you're still there. Maybe you wanted to do more, but at least you're right there. Anything less would be a massive disappointment. What do you think too? PlayPat says robo umpires is going to be whack for baseball too. What do we think about that? I mean, I think ABS is fine, but the full robo, like the
full
umpire
robo.
getting the signal.
Awful.
Or what about just
Robo's
what about the play-by-play announcer? Like no umpires in the whole field. Like the play-by-play announcer, like just announcing the
Announces
calls.
the calls. No, it's terrible, dude. Don't do that, dude. And I
That's
feel like
terrible.
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I also
Hold on, Matthew.
Wait, hold on a second.
Robo umpires, bad idea. And I think
ABS, good idea though.
ABS will be all right, dude. But
Yeah.
I think not having any umpires like kind of really ruins
The nostalgia.
like charm
Okay.
of the game. I think is maybe the word I'm looking for here. But I don't know, whatever, dude. I don't know. Baseball, the direction, the two things we're talking about right now, it doesn't really seem good.
Now,
I think
Matthew?
I put money. I also follow everything. I put money on the Mets making the playoffs barely, but they're not going to do it if they don't win.
So you're gonna bet
5
against
out of-
yourself now already?
I'm not betting against myself. I'm just saying.
You just said you bet they would, but they're not gonna.
it's kind of like a Stephen A. saying, "That's not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is." No?
I threw in a joke bet
Stephen A.
$5. It was a bet to see if they could. I don't know. I'll just be in a
The
joke.
Red. I mean, do the Reds make you nervous, Tony?
I haven't looked at what their schedule looks like, but a little bit, yeah. They're
Playing the Angels right now.
That's not good for
Yeah,
us.
They won last night. Andujar is continuing to rake too.
My hopes is that September comes, they fizzle out, dude. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Like, September 9th, maybe. The last win they'll see
So
for the rest of the season.
I mean, it'll be, but I think we're in a good spot, Matthew, and let's get the job done. All right.
Get the job done, you.
Yeah, let's get the job done. Let's show everybody the Yankees are the real team in New York.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, let's
realignments.
we'll see what happens. But thank you for the call, Matthew, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Yankees.
Let's go, Yankees.
Mets.
Yeah.
Going.
Gone, dude.
Josh B says, I think the Reds have the hardest remaining schedule in the league.
All right, let's look it up, dude. You think hardest? I mean,
Yeah.
Brian said they're
Also,
playing
I mean,
the
Josh
Angels.
B, he's ridiculous, and I forgot if we talked about this with JD yesterday, but I would be interested for him to weigh in the divisional realignment, the expansion. I'm guessing he would hate it, but just kind of
He's
curious
probably
what he
getting
thinks.
agita right now,
Yeah.
dude.
Terrible.
Terrible. All right, so after
Seems like a connection problem. Maybe. Little lag, but I think maybe we're okay.
yeah, I don't know. The hardwire wasn't really working. We're on the Wi-Fi, dude. I guess I could double check my phone too. Matthew Ryan wants the Reds to win. He says, well, he is wrong, dude.
Maybe against the Angels, though. I mean, being Josh B.
No,
realistic.
yeah. So as I was saying, sorry, before I was checking the stream here. Angels. Whoa. And then they continue on their road stint in Arizona, in LA. Then against St. Louis, but then watch out for Toronto, then Mets, then San Diego, but then the A's, then back to St. Louis, but then Cubs, but then Pirates, but then Milwaukee. But then what is Milwaukee playing for at the end of the year? I don't know. So I guess no. I mean, those teams are tough. That's a tough schedule, dude.
Breaking news.
Really? Hold on.
Per Jordan Schultz from the Schultz Report, the Colts are naming quarterback Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback. Anthony Richardson will be the backup. So this is from NFL insider Jordan Schultz. Danny Dimes, week 1 for the Colts. Kind of interesting, obviously much maligned, his tenure with the Giants. Richardson has been a train wreck, though. Obviously still a younger player. Even though it's like, it's the best of two lessers or whatever. I guess he's a better quarterback than Richardson. I just think can't throw the ball.
No, I think this is a good call. I don't really know what's their plan though with Richardson? Is it like just sit behind Daniel Jones to learn something? What are you really going to learn?
Yeah, just to see how Jones plays, how the offense looks, because it looks bad with Richardson. So what if it looks better with him, and what if he's finding Michael Pittman?
Also, Richardson first year injury was out most of the year, right?
Yeah,
Shoulder
and then last year missed a bunch of time as well. And then they got Tyler Warren that the Jets were rumored to get before they got Joy Taylor's nephew Mason. And then they also have Jonathan Taylor. So maybe they're figuring we're gonna run the ball. Maybe Jones will have some bootlegs. Maybe we can protect him better than the Giants did. I don't know. I mean, I just think compared to Richardson, I do like him better. But is it like saying that Zach Wilson is better than Anthony Richardson? You know what I mean? Like, how much better is Daniel Jones than Anthony Richardson?
Do you think Zach Wilson is?
I think that no. Zach Wilson is the worst quarterback ever.
Oh, come on.
It was funny in JD's chat today. They were asking, like, yeah, give us like 3 quarterbacks from MVP seasons. Like, who did you think had the best one? As a joke, I put Zach Wilson 21-23 because it was really ridiculous. Like at this point, you can have a chuckle about it, Tony. There's nothing to be tight about. You want to be tight? I mean, think about the person that's been a Jets fan their whole life. He's supposed to be the risen Messiah. I mean, he was one of the biggest busts in NFL history.
Miami this year, dude. Watch out, dude. Like he's gonna get playing time.
I swear to God, Tony. In 20 years, after Zach Wilson has obviously accomplished nothing, he's retired for years. You're sitting on your lawn chair. You're gonna be going, let me tell you, that Zach Wilson, the Jets ruined him. He could have been an MVP, Hall of Famer. You're gonna be talking about him like David from Maryland, talking about Jaden Daniels. And then Josh says it would make the Yankees Mets an actual real rivalry, which is interesting. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
I mean, I guess. I mean, the rivalry is
there.
real. Like it's there. No, I mean, these two teams had a World Series matchup. Like you don't get any more real than that. So I don't know, dude. I mean, he's not wrong. Where it'll be definitely good for baseball. I mean, good for New York, right? I guess to have that competitiveness and more games. But I mean, like you said before, it's not like the rivalry isn't already there. So it's like it'll be more intense. There's be more games, which is great, I guess. But I don't know, dude. I kind of like how we're in different divisions.
No, I know. I just keep it the same.
Like, what the fuck?
Get rid of the Florida teams. Keep it at 30.
Josh?
Don't water down the league. He says it means near nothing in the regular season, talking about the Subway Series. So
yeah, but that's what makes it so good, though. It's just for New York. That's the reason. It's just for us, Josh. All right, it's for you,
and I think
dude.
this year it felt like it meant more just because of the Soto situation.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then some more here. Josh B cracking up about Danny Dimes. Play Pat saying, "Oh my God, Daniel Jones, who we know well." He also says Daniel Jones is going to show him what not to do. Daniel Jones is going to sit in the pocket and not make a decision. He says there's a rivalry because it's so often. Matthew Ryan says Daniel Jones is a new Zach Wilson. LOL garbage. Zach Wilson is horrible. And then he says facts. Play Pat, and then Matthew Ryan says I was right. We were a few years behind because of Zach Wilson. Tony is but hurt that I was right.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
But it is funny. You get a little emotional.
Yeah, but do you really think that Zach Wilson put this team behind by years? I mean,
but it's not. So it's not like it's like, oh, this is like something historical. It's just like anytime you whiff on a first round quarterback, it sets you behind.
But I mean,
but the franchise was already behind, so it's not it's set him behind. It just stayed where you were, which was terrible. And then Josh B says Red sucks. That's a rival, absolutely. And then the Astros have kind of come into play there too.
For sure.
But Yeah, so some interesting talk. I mean, the hype for football, getting there. Any concerns? I mean, I guess you'll be able to tell us firsthand tomorrow. But just any concerns? Like obviously it's just a preseason game. It's not like the Stars are playing the whole time. But Jets obviously kind of getting blown out by the Giants. Fields not looking good. Supposedly reports not having good practices. I mean, any concerns that it's like this is going to be over before it starts?
No. I wouldn't say over before it starts.
Percent chance they beat the Steelers week 1 at home.
I think it's a coin flip, to be honest, dude.
Which
is pretty good.
Okay.
But I mean, I think there is something in the Rodgers revenge game.
Yeah, but terrible historically week 1, which is interesting.
Steelers.
No, Rodgers.
Rodgers. Oh, that's right. Yes, you had said that. So it should be interesting to say. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like both the Jets and the Giants. I mean, I feel like they're going to be teams that almost benefit from week 1, week 1s to 3, when it's teams. That haven't even played a lot of their starters, in the preseason. They're still trying to get their game going, sorts of deals. So I don't know. I feel like they can sneak out a couple wins earlier on. So I don't know. That's why that's why I give it a kind of a coin toss. I mean, the Steelers are going to be a good team, though.
Yeah.
Tough. What would you say? Percentage?
I'm going to give the Steelers 60-40.
Okay, so close.
Yeah. And then also, I mean, is it as simple as for the Jets? I mean, any type of success, the amount of wins they're going to have. I mean, is it all just dependent on having a strong running game, a good defense, and Justin Fields not fucking it up? Just doing the very simple things, almost like he's a high school quarterback in a spread offense.
Yes, I would say that would be. I mean, obviously with the reports of Fields not being able to throw, we got 3 good running backs here we could use, a good tight end right now. So it's it does seem like, especially, I mean, not to mention, I feel like I know it sounds funny because it's not really the idealistic way, I guess, to play in today's NFL because, sooner or later you're going to have to throw downfield but I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like all those things, you're saying oh, he has to play in high school, with a simple offense. I mean, that's I feel like that's what the Jets could not do, the simple fundamental things, right? Yeah. So it's I feel like if they do that, I mean, that's good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, dude.
Maybe some trickery, flea flickers, end around, Philly special, that type of thing. But yeah, football around the corner. Definitely excited. PlayPat says, I love football, but it's baseball over football all day, fellas. What say y'all? Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I would agree, yeah.
And I think Tony kind of feels the same way as me with football. So I've always said, I want to watch the Yankees, obviously from the Mets, over anything. But the difference being, I love football nationally. I want to watch every game. Baseball, there's no urgency to watch any baseball game for me, other than the Yankees,
obviously.
And Matthew Ryan says the real number 2 picture of Zach Wilson class is Fields. Not that bum in Miami. We should have drafted Fields. But I mean, Fields has been a bust so far, Matthew. That's the only thing I would say there. But probably would have been better than Zach Wilson. I mean, obviously, being that we don't have him anymore. But
do you have any I don't know, I feel like people are not putting a lot of stock though into, because I know the Steelers obviously didn't really want him at the end of the year, but he did play well with the Steelers.
But is his record was 4-1, but he was throwing for 180 yards a game. So I think that was just the thought that it's he's not a prominent passer,
right?
And I'm kind of just curious what the exact totals were last year for Fields in those
those games. Yeah.
But let's take a look here. I hate when Football Reference doesn't come up.
Is it not coming up?
Well, I had to search for it first, which is why is it not at the top? Are they not paying for their SEO anymore?
I guess maybe not, dude. Let's go to the game logs 2024.
The first 5 games of the season.
Where it gets the start, game start. I mean.
Oh, so he was what? Oh, so actually he was
1, 2,
4 and
3,
2.
4, 5, 6.
But he threw for over 200. No, he threw for over 155 yards 3 times. Or you want to say over 157 yards 2 times out of the 6 games.
So yeah, over those 6 games he threw. Hold on, sorry.
No, and then he threw 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. And he ran for 5 touchdowns
and 231 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns.
But yeah, I mean, it just seems like, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know, dude, but like six
check
games.
down Charlie, though, really.
But 6 games, 10 touchdowns with 1 pick?
Yeah, but you're counting the rushing. But it just,
I am counting the rushing.
Yeah, I just feel like you need a little more out of the passing there. I don't think, like, if he played there the whole season, they might have not, you know, made the playoffs.
Do you think that the Steelers had a better receiving core than the Jets do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hoping for the best, expecting the worst. I mean, that's the life of a Jets fan, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think it's a time. I know we're kind of going back and forth here, but we should do the MLB 6-pack pick segment. Hirsch Law Firm, 1-5 for me yesterday.
You're starting off.
And I am starting off in Tampa, Florida.
Hey, now.
George M. Steinbrenner Field, the New York Yankees.
Oh.
The road team here up against Tampa. They won 3 out of 4 back in May, I want to say. It was April or May. Forget which one. But anyway, you know, this is a big stretch here for the Yankees. They've won 5 out of 6. The Rays have won 3 out of 5. Took 2 out of 3 in San Francisco. Shane Buys on the hill, 8-9, 4.93. A strikeout guy, 140, 135 innings. Strikeout guy, Carlos Rodon, 12-7, 3.25, 164 and 146 and 2/3. 19 home runs versus 21 allowed for Buys. Maybe the product of playing at Yankee Stadium, because you keep in mind George Steinbrenner Field, same dimensions. But I look at this, I think Rodon, who was sharp last time out, continues that here. 7 innings, 9 Ks, 1 earned run. And I think the Yankee offense early, often off Buys, knock him out after 4 1/3, 6 earned. Yankees, I think, win this game 8-3. So give me the Yankees and the over.
Yankees in the over. Nice call there, dude. I'm going to go, obviously, now to Nationals Park. Let's go. Nats, Mets, you know the deal. Jake Irving towing the slab here against David Peterson. Irvin here does have 2 starts against the Mets this year, and it's a tale of 2 starts for him. One of them pretty solid, 7 1/3, no earned runs, 4 Ks with the win. The other one was 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 homers, and the loss, dude. So obviously kind of up and down starts here for Jake. Career not great though against the Mets, 4.23, so I'm hanging on those numbers there. Obviously Peterson, I'm not expecting the full game shutout as he did last time out against the Nats, but a quality start. I say 7 innings, 3 earned runs for him. Mets, I mentioned the offense. I think they put up 7 tonight. Courtesy of Alonso, courtesy of Soto, courtesy of Lindor. Those big 3 guys, I think, for the first time in a long time, maybe even the second time this season, you're going to see them with home runs in the same game, totaling for 9 ribbies between the 3 of them. That is all of your scoring, dude. Mets 9, Nationals 3. Mets in the over here.
0-2 on the Dodgers last night. We'll run it back again tonight. Go with the same thing. Dodgers in the over. Sheehan versus Gomber. But yeah, the Dodgers, listen, they're too good to drop a 2nd consecutive game to the Rockies.
Yep.
Ohtani, not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 15-5. Dodgers and the over.
9 RBIs. All right, let's go to another team that's pretty hard to bet against, dude. Where's my scoring at? Oh, here we go. Another team that's kind of hard to bet against. I'm going to go with the Brewers, dude. They're going to be the first team to 80 wins this season after beating the Cubs for a 2nd night in a row here. They shut them out last night 7-0. And watch out, Brandon Woodruff on the mound here, coming back, their ace this season, pitching for the first time, I think, over a year and a half. Whatever, dude. He's 4-0 with a 2.06 ERA through 39 1/3 innings pitched here. Doesn't give a lot of home runs, so he's probably due for one tonight, I'm sure. Over under 6.5. I think I would hammer the over there. Again, Brewers yesterday, 7-0. I think Woodruff, maybe Cubs offense comes alive a little bit after getting shut out. But at the end of the day, I guess give me like a Christian Yelich. I'll say 2-run homers, 26th of the season putting the Brewers up, I'll say 6-5 in the top of the 9th inning. Brewers close it out. They win this game 6-5. Cubs cover the spread, but it's Brewers and the over for me. What's your next pick?
All right, so third game, final game here. I am going to go. Let's do the Marlins.
Okay.
Cabrera versus McGreevy. Cabrera's been on a heater, got roughed up last time. Cardinals, though, looked like season over. You got Hyde Bloom coming in next year, so kind of probably a big roster overall coming. Marlins hanging on by a thread here, but I think Cabrera, 6 scoreless innings, 9 strikeouts. Marlins 3-1. Marlins in the under.
Marlins and the under. I'm gonna put that down. That's an odd one. Marlins under. Next game here. I'm at a little bit of an impasse here. Royals on a 4-game winning streak, looking to make it 5 in a row. They're playing Texas for the second time here tonight. Kauffman Stadium. The Rangers lost last night 4-3. You got Merrill Kelly, towing the slab there for the Rangers. Since being acquired by Texas. Looks like Seattle, 5 2/3, 2 earned runs. Philly, 4 1/3, 4 earned runs, not great. Arizona, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. I don't know, dude. Kind of a toss-up. Interesting matchup too. Seth Lugo, a name we haven't heard a lot of recently. Do you know why, Brian? Last few starts, not good.
Wow.
I know, dude. Kind of getting tattooed a little bit. Minnesota, 4 innings, 7 earned runs. Washington, 4 innings, 6 earned runs. Giving up 4 homers, 6 homers in his last 3 starts, 4 in his last 2. Not good, dude. So I'm going to hammer the over for this game. Over-under's 8.5. Hammer that. I say, dude, do the Royals have it in them? I don't know, dude. I don't compare. Give me the Rangers. Why not, dude? I think they have firepower in their lineup. They can put up 10, give up 6. Rangers over, third and final.
Just like that, MLB 6-pack pick segment, Hearst Law Firm. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets, dude.
But obviously, just a huge, week here for both teams. So yeah, I mean, I think needless to say, we're both going to be dialed in, Tony.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, come on.
Come on,
dude. Dialed in. The picks, the teams, New York.
Let's go. Stretch run, Immaculate Grid.
You know the deal.
Here we go. This is one that I love, Tony. So I got a couple good ones for you.
I feel like they do this often where it's like Mets one day and the next day is Yankees.
Yeah, it's been a theme recent.
Yeah, dude. They like that.
Yankees, Dodgers, Big Maple. Do you know who that is?
Yankees, Dodgers, Big Maple. Oh, dude,
left-handed pitcher.
You said it to me before.
Was on the Red Sox. Was on the Mariners. Had some arm issues.
Who is it?
James Paxton.
Paxton, damn it, dude. I was his fucking why Big Maple? Vermont?
I think he's from out west. I don't know exactly where he's from. Pacific Northwest. So there's
Pacific
maple trees
Northwest.
out there.
Really?
Yeah. And then, wow, all right. And then for Yankees and Orioles, if we could do Armando Benitez.
Armando Benitez.
1%.
Do you? Wow, look at that with the Mets hat on.
10-win
Love that,
season. Dodgers. Alex Wood.
10-win season. Phillies. J.A. Happ.
Or Joe Blanton.
You want to do Joe Blanton?
I feel like, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking Blanton less known.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Go Blanton.
I'm gonna go with Happ on my phone. We're gonna see what happens.
Do it right now.
I will do it right now. Joe Blanton, 2%.
Is he going to beat the 2%?
Let's see. It's kind of a tough number to beat, not going to lie. The Wi-Fi. Oh, here we go. Immaculate Grids. J.A. Happ. 0.5.
Wow.
It's all right.
All right. And then I was
I
going
don't
to
know.
say
Roland for Philly's
Yep.
career. Yeah,
Yep.
that's your guy. You think it'll be too much though? I'm trying to think of anyone else.
can't really think of anybody.
No.
Oh, because I was going to use. You know what actually is a good idea though?
4%.
Okay, so for 2,000 career hits, go Albert Pujols for the Dodgers. Wow,
Oof.
I didn't think that was gonna be that high. And then the Orioles go Jim Thome.
Jim Thome. 2%,
Okay.
not bad.
Um,
Robertson maybe for Phillies Yankees. You think that'd be too much?
I think we gotta get a bet. I don't know. That just seems popular. But I was gonna
Didi
say,
would be a lot, I would
Yep.
imagine.
John Means though, 10 wins for the Orioles.
John Means is a good one. He pitched a no-hitter, right?
Yeah, he did.
2%.
Um,
Bang.
So just trying to think about this Yankees and Phillies situation.
David Robertson. Didi
Was
Gregorius.
Torreyes on Philly? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Just can't think of. I know that, you know what I mean. Like there's other guys. You know,
Bart.
Bart was on the Phillies.
No. He was in the Yankees.
And I don't know, was Dotel? Oh, you know what? Torreyes was on the Phillies. Yeah, go Torreyes.
How do you spell his name?
R-R-Y-E-S?
Is it Y? Yeah.
Yeah. Or just put Ronald, then it'll come up.
Bang, 1%, dude.
Yeah.
Nice, good call.
26.
26.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all, dude.
No.
Yeah, there we go. Did real good.
Yeah. And Josh B was thinking Means as well. So
John Means, good pick. Good pick.
yeah. Same wavelength there, Tony.
We'll have to see that, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like here we are. Just a huge part in the year. Football around the corner, pennant races, and it's just kind of crazy for me. By the time I'm in here next Thursday, just a lot is gonna happen between now and then.
Yeah, dude, a lot is
So
gonna happen.
they will have played the Rays, the Red Sox, and the Nationals. So, let's do something here. We'll if you want to mark these down, we'll do it for the Mets too. So I guess including tonight, 2, 6, 9 for the Yankees. So you're playing 2 at Tampa, 4 against Boston, and then 3 at home against Washington. So of those 9, I am gonna say 7-2. I think the double sweeps, and then so that would be 5, and then 3, so 8 or no?
What?
2.
Huh?
No, I'm just 7-2. I was just trying to
5 and then 9 and then 8.
Yeah, 7-2. So I guess what? A loss to Boston and then maybe 1 against Tampa. Yeah, I think 7-2. 7-2.
Then you sweep Washington?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that seems pretty reasonable.
What's your prediction?
For the Yankees.
Yes.
7-2. I guess I'll go one lower. Why not? 6-3, dude.
6-3,
I'll go
okay.
6-3. They split Boston.
All right, and then let's looking at the other 9. Do you have it up? Is it 9 through Thursday? What's the
Through Thursday, sorry,
that
August. That's this Thursday, and then the following Thursday would be the 28th.
Yeah.
So including Thursday,
Oh, so
it is 9 excluding Thursday.
because the one that I do, was that including Thursday or no? Was that through Wednesday? I think it was through Wednesday. Yeah, it was through Wednesday because the Red Sox series.
Yeah, that's right.
Sunday.
On
Yeah, so
Thursday,
through
yes.
Wednesday. So it's
we
9?
also have 9, dude.
Okay, and it's 3 at Washington, 3 at Atlanta, 3 against Philly.
Yeah,
Okay.
the poor Nationals gonna have a lot of sweeps in their
So-
future, I think.
3, and then listen. I hate to tell you this, but it's not really that bad. But I'm gonna say 5-4.
That's pretty bad.
You're gonna say 6-3. I'm guessing.
I'm gonna go 7-2. Yo, Yankee spot, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Be interesting.
McLean coming in there doing well. Senga, watch out, dude.
Is it pen to paper on this or?
Yeah, you want I got 7 and
And just like maybe a reminder or something just to revisit this when we're back.
you said 5 and 4.
Yeah, we're back
Okay.
here on the 28th.
That's your prediction.
And then Josh B with a maybe carry the 9. Oh, that's funny.
That is good.
But yeah, I mean this is the stretch. So
This is the stretch.
come on, right?
Yeah,
And,
dude, come on is right.
Yeah,
Pack your fucking bags, Brian.
yeah, and same for you with the for training camp tomorrow.
Yes, dude. Bring my fucking pads.
It'll be interesting
me
how
on the
close
field.
like are you gonna get to hear like the coaches talking to the players.
I
That'll be
really
pretty
hope
cool.
so, dude. That would be awesome. Like, I
Yeah.
really hope it's like we're on the right because it's a practice facility. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like there's stadium seating. I would imagine people were walking around.
And then what are you guys planning to get there? If it starts at 12, like
I haven't talked to Mike yet. I know he's got like a meeting early tomorrow morning at like 7 or 8 or something. I mean, I'd like to get there like 4 noon 30. You know.
there you go.
I would imagine you're thinking an hour and a half, 2-hour commute.
Right.
So maybe we meet up around 9.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Throwing
maybe
it in
we'll-
though
maybe
on
go-
vacation.
Oh my god, that's right, dude. I
Got
totally
me
forgot.
yesterday.
That's right,
Would have
dude.
forgot again today, but I had to go to
Tiffany's?
somewhere else first.
Or no
No,
coffee?
I just went to Donut Delight
Oh, that's nice.
on the
dude.
way.
So we'll figure it out, dude.
Yeah, but no, definitely, you guys are gonna love that. That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And
You're not even gonna be thinking of us, dude. Come on.
Oh, I will.
No.
That's pretty cool. Like I said, I wish I could go. To be honest, but
All right, so come.
And then what do you think? So I was thinking, so it's roughly like, I don't know, to Smart Park, maybe 55 minutes. That's where I leave my car for JFK. 7 o'clock flight, I think 6:45 board. I was thinking leave at 4:30, get there around 5:20.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah. Like, I think it's just right in that sweet spot.
Yeah, it's not like too early. That's you're running on
Beat the
time.
traffic.
Good. Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to that. But I'll definitely be tuned into you guys. When you're back in on Thursday.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, let's go Yankees, huh?
Let's go Mets,
Definitely a great show today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Mets.
And we will see you on Thursday.
Safe travels,
Never
everyone.
said that one.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.